In the headlines, Reginald Rolle awarded posthumously for his pioneering work on behalf of Dominica's disabled community. A note of gratitude from Dr. Sam Christian as he recovers in a Martinique hospital from a fractured pelvis. And climate change and food security among topics to be featured at a conference for World Soils Day on Wednesday. I am Andrea V with the Channel 5 News, back with the details after this.
Get ready to open the best gifts with Flow this Christmas. Sign up for a new broadband or TV service with free installation, or sign up for a broadband and TV bundle and get 40% off broadband for the first 2 months. Plus, get a chance to win a 55-inch smart TV, 1 year or 6 months of free service. Enjoy big-time entertainment and big speeds this Christmas with Flow. Terms and conditions apply. Visit discoverflow.co for more.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, galvanized and fenced pipe. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, good news tonight about Dr. Sam Christian. Since he underwent a surgery at Lamina Hospital in Martinique, Dr. Christian appears to be on the mend and in good spirits. Dr. Christian was rushed to the Princess Margaret Hospital on Saturday following an accident which left him nursing a fractured pelvis. Dr. Sam, a former U.S. Army surgeon, was airlifted from the Canefield Airport on Sunday evening. Dr. Christian is in the intensive care unit, but he has been awake and speaking. He has been expressing gratitude to those who were instrumental in helping him get airlifted to Martinique, an action which he believes saved his life.
I just want to say thank you to all the folks who really made such a difference with all their prayers and support, and the people who are at my side. Special mention to the doctors, to Dr. Thomas, Dr. George, the Chinese doctor, urologist, who first took care of me, and the Cuban doctor who first took care of me, the radiologist. We had the Lennox Linton and George Francis were there. I think Cecil Joseph was there. So we had everybody from across the political spectrum. I'm just naming a few, but also Dr. Lisa Swingford and many others, especially the first responders and the nurses in accident and recovery, who did such a wonderful job. I want to thank you so very much, because without your help, I probably wouldn't have been there today.
In more top stories, be the solution to soil pollution. That's the theme for World Soils Day to be observed on Wednesday. The Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Fisheries, Division of Agriculture, is partnering with the Dominica State College Faculty of Applied Arts and Sciences to organize Wednesday's activities. The day's events begin with an opening ceremony at 8:30 at the Dominica State College. Welcome remarks will be delivered by Technical Officer Extension, Division of Agriculture, Felix Leslie. Other speakers down to address the opening ceremony include the Director of Agriculture and the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture. Lectures are expected to be delivered on understanding Dominica's soils from a food security and livelihood perspective, and an open discussion on the way forward, soil management, climate change, and the building of a resilient agricultural food system. Dr. Almario Kazmi and Dr. Davidson Lloyd are among the facilitators. In other major developments, telecommunications experts from around the region have been challenged to present ICT solutions for small island states which incur losses from natural disasters. The call came from Minister for Tourism, Senator Robert Tong, who represented the Prime Minister at the Caribbean's first multi-stakeholder forum on the role of telecommunications and ICTs in disaster management and risk reduction.
While Dominica has committed itself to becoming the first climate-resilient country of the world, other similar endeavors are at work with the launching of the Climate Smart Accelerator Program in August 2018 in Jamaica. This partnership consists of 26 countries and over 40 public and private sector partners, with the objective to support the Caribbean's ambition of becoming the world's first climate-smart zone. The objective is to implement climate solutions for resilience, renewable energy, development of sustainable cities, oceans, and transportation. This initiative will not only protect the region, but create sustainable jobs and a new economy in the climate-smart infrastructure. I therefore place a challenge before you this morning to provide us with the Parish Hall Declaration, which will clearly articulate at least 5 practical solutions which can be implemented soonest using ICT-related technologies and services to minimize damages and loss to small island developing states.
Minister for Telecommunications, Kelva Daru, commended the International Telecommunications Union, ITU, for recognizing the importance of telecommunications networks in disaster management, but says more work needs to be done to help countries in the region.
The International Telecommunications Union, ITU, has been defining standards and recommendations for the role and importance of telecommunications network to mitigate against the devastating impact of disaster. Notwithstanding, I would like the ITU to give consideration to coordinating the development of a reference that can assist and guide countries like Dominica and all the countries gathered here today in building a comprehensive mitigation plan that is based on mutual and international cooperation. Another expectation that I have from this forum is that the ITU will use this opportunity to invite information technology professionals to participate in developing applications that can be used in disaster areas.
The multi-stakeholder forum, which got underway on Tuesday, comes to an end on Thursday. Still in telecommunications, the issue of roaming rates to be addressed at a meeting of the Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority, ECTEL, in Dominica in March next year. Minister responsible for telecommunications, Honorable Kelva Daru, has for some time been trying to get that issue addressed at the level of the Council of ECTEL Ministers. Back in March this year, Mr. Daru said he wanted to see ECTEL work speedily to ensure roaming rates within the OECS member states were lowered.
We all know that when we travel for the OECS territories, we have some very prohibitive roaming rates. And we have taken a very aggressive approach to addressing that problem to ensure that at the end of the day, all our citizens within the OECS territories can have reasonable rates as it relates to roaming from one island to the other. And I have made a point of duty as the council chairman to ensure that we can take a decision on that within the soonest time frame. So that meeting in March of 2019 in Dominica will in fact be dealing with the roaming rates issue, and a decision will be taken as we move the process forward.
Daru says revenues in telecoms within the OECS countries declined for the second consecutive year. This was due to a drop in revenue from fixed broadband services and natural disasters. But he remains optimistic the sector will bounce back.
But the forecast is very bright for the telecommunications sector, particularly in Dominica, where we will see some major infrastructural upgrades and the rebuilding of the networks post-Hurricane Maria. Already both the local service providers, Digicel and Flow, have begun these network upgrades, and we anticipate that in the 2019 thereabout moving forward, the telecommunications sector, the investment made in that sector, will in fact double and triple as it relates to the development in the rebuilding of the networks and the infrastructure. The government of Dominica has already entered into a contract, and that contract will be formally signed sometime later this year or hopefully early next year with Digicel for providing the government of Dominica with telecommunication services. It will be a 15-year contract, and within that contract we will see a complete overhaul and rebuilding of the current network and infrastructure as it exists.
You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Stay connected and share your favorite holiday moments with Flow. Get the Alcatel A1 for $199 when you activate an extra large prepaid combo plan, or the Samsung J4 for just $399 with a large postpaid plan, and get free talk evenings and weekends. Plus, get free WhatsApp on large and extra large prepaid combo plans, and sign up for any new service for a chance to win cash or hampers every week. So make it Flow for everything mobile this Christmas. Terms and conditions apply. Visit discoverflow.co for more.
M&J Covering is the producer of designed galvanized and galvalume in Dominica. They design to your specifications, color and length, 4 styles of galvanized and galvalume pre-painted roofing sheets as requested, and supply all your galvalume accessories. M&J Covering helps you control spending and reduce waste. At M&J Covering, they are also equipped to build your roof to precise standards anywhere on island. So come to M&J Covering at 1 Mile in Portsmouth, or call 445-5001, 275-5003 today.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are,
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
there's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Welcome back. The Dominica Infirmary has been gifted with $4,500 from the President's Charities Foundation.
The Dominica Infirmary was the first institution to be visited by the President and his wife for the Christmas season. The annual visit follows the President's Charities Dinner earlier this year, where proceeds are distributed among charitable institutions in the country. During his visit on Tuesday, the President, Charles Savre, recommitted to assisting the Dominica Infirmary, especially in light of the rising cost of goods and services. He also called on the public to look after the needy in society.
What we are able to do is but a small contribution towards those expenses, but every little bit helps, and we are happy to be able to make such a contribution. We as a people need to look after our elderly and less advantaged members of our society, whether they are aged or very young or disabled in any way. As a people, I do believe we have a responsibility to assist, to look after them. And I am very happy that the President's Charities Foundation has, even before I was the President, been making an annual contribution towards this institution, and I'm indeed happy to continue in that tradition.
Currently, there are 93 residents at the infirmary, 2 of whom are centenarians. Director of the infirmary, Annie St. Luce, says financial contributions go a long way towards sustaining operations at the institution.
I always say the elderly, they are a gem. They possess a wealth of knowledge. They possess wisdom, and those of us who get to spend time with them are blessed to get that from them. Always the Dominican Infirmary benefits from donations such as this. We are grateful to the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica for our monthly subvention. But as you may be aware, the increase in the cost of living and the increase in providing services that are needed, health care and otherwise, that are needed for residents. And incidentally, when we're at capacity, we're at 95. Wow. So providing their daily needs and their medical needs is quite costly, and it's donations such as these that help us to provide the type of quality care that is required for elders.
Apart from the monetary donation, the president also made an in-kind donation to the institution. His visit to charitable institutions continue this week.
Founding member of the Dominica Association of Persons with Disabilities, Reginald Roll, has been awarded posthumously for his work in bringing awareness to the disabled community in Dominica. The recognition came on International Day for Persons with Disabilities on Monday, which was held under the theme Empowering Persons with Disabilities and Ensuring Inclusiveness and Equality. An awards ceremony was held to recognize the pioneers, long-serving members, and numerous individuals and organizations who have contributed to the DAPD's progress and development over the past 35 years.
It was the late Reginald Roll who pioneered and blazed the trail for such a movement in Dominica. And today we pay homage to him. But he alone could not have done it. By convincing a mere 7 other persons and the strong support from his family, Reggie, as he was fondly called, worked, struggled, and quarreled with the status quo, who either could not see the merit in having this movement in Dominica or doubted that, in fact, persons with disabilities were capable of managing and sustaining a disabled self-help consumer movement.
Minister for Urban Renewal, who is also Member of Parliament for the Roseau Central constituency, assured the association that he and the government will continue to champion the cause of disabled people in Dominica.
Each friend, each family member has a responsibility to ensure that in championing and claiming the rights of people with disability, all of us have a role to play. I myself will join you at the cabinet level and at the national level to champion the cause in Dominica. Your government has endorsed and ratified some of the international protocols. We also, in construction of roads and sidewalks, we have already taken on board issues of access. In everything as we go through our development process is one step at a time.
The DAPD is celebrating its 35th anniversary under the theme 35 and Still Alive. And a Member of Parliament for the St. Joseph constituency, Honorable Calvert Daru, says he intends on serving out his entire term in office.
Mr. Daru has announced his intention not to contest the next general election, but he has given a commitment to support his replacement and ensure St. Joseph remains within the Labour Party. Daru says during his 9 years of service as parliamentary representative, he and his constituents have weathered some challenging storms. He says the collapse of the Mathieu Dam in the Layu Valley area in 2011, the Ophelia Trough, and Tropical Storm Erica and Hurricane Maria are among some of these challenging events.
While we have done a lot of work in terms of infrastructure and so forth, but the impact on the lives of the people, to me, that has been one of my greatest commitments. As I speak to you, we have several major projects still ongoing in the constituency. We are now constructing 20 sustainable homes for the people of St. Joseph at Hillsborough Gardens. This is a major project, and once completed, the residents of St. Joseph will benefit from that project. We have in the community of Layu a major hurricane community emergency shelter that is currently being constructed, and once this is completed, we will see the community of Layu have a fully functional hurricane and community shelter, and I am really pleased for these projects. Of course, we can speak of the assistance that we have done given to the farmers in education, and the list can go on and on, but the connection of the people and the lives that we have touched in the community, to me, will remain steadfast in my mind.
To end the news, the headlines again. Reginald Roll awarded posthumously for his pioneering work on behalf of Dominica's disabled community. A note of gratitude from Dr. Sam Christian as he recovers in a Martinica hospital from a fractured pelvis. And climate change and food security among topics to be featured at a World of Soils Day conference on Wednesday. Feel free to contact us at news.marpin2k4.com. You can also access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Join us next time.